So you brought up something that I'm really excited to talk about. I mean, it wasn't one of your best times, but your infamous muscle tear.
Oh man.
So I actually, around the time that it happened, it was probably around the time when I started following you. So that's like, it's funny because I followed you, like a couple weeks later, you got a muscle tear. I was like,
is that crazy?
This guy okay? Like, is he really a bodybuilder? No, I'm just kidding.
I know, is this guy doing it for real?
He needs some milk.
Yeah, I know, for real. I needed some then.
But so what happened?
Yeah, man, it's a story that not many people knew about because I didn't put it out there like that. You know, when it first happened, I posted on my story like, "Oh, this just happened. Oh, look at this big old bruise I got on my arm now."
You look gross.
But the people,
I'll put a picture up. They'll see.
Yeah, the people who knew how traumatic that is and when it happens. And what happened is specifically is I tore my your pectoral major. So it's connected into your shoulder right here. And then what happened is I was just doing my normal incline hammer strength press. It's the one that you could just work for upper chest.
Okay.
And it was during COVID, so I was in there. And I had a spotter too, believe it or not. And I had 4 plates on there. I was just pushing it really good. 4 plates is quite heavy for anybody.
Definitely.
You can ask anybody. And then I was just going real good tempo, good pace. Nothing was really out of form. 10 reps in, it's on my 9th rep. I said, okay, and this 9th one was pretty hard. I was pushing out about 90%. This is going to be a 100% rep right here. I got to get it. And this goes to show you, even on your trainers or anybody who is a fitness professional or anybody who is your fitspo, let's say, they make mistakes too.
Yeah.
You know, we're not perfect human beings, even though we may seem like that and try to get our clients like that. But regardless, you know, I wanted to get the momentum from the lift. So what I did was I came down. I kind of bounced it off the pads that would stop
rubber,
it.
yeah,
the little rubber stoppers. And as soon as I came up from that bounce, it was this immediate boom, snap, rip.
Did your arm just drop and you just fucking dropped the weight, or
it just felt like I got shot? Really, it felt like somebody put a pistol to my shoulder right there and let it rip. And what happened is I just screamed really loud, and you could hear it echo through the whole gym. And boom, my arm fell down flat. And I didn't even look. I just looked at myself in the mirror in front of me, and I nodded. I'm like, yeah, that happened.
That's it.
Because I've seen it happen before.
Oh, yeah.
You see some traumatic gym injuries, and there was one recently. I don't know if you saw it. You know Larry Wheels? He's one of like the most. He's blowing up right now. And he did a video of a guy he was spotting, and he did the same kind of injury.
I think we talked about it. The bench press.
The bench press.
And you see it just pop,
just like that.
Yeah. And he goes,
so if you guys seen that, that's exactly what happened to me. Literally, just ripped out of place, and yeah, that's at that moment I knew what happened. I just didn't know how traumatic it was. So I just sat there for a few moments, and it just progressively started getting worse. Man, the pain was almost too much to handle. I was tearing up in the lobby, and then like I get emotional thinking about it because it was such like a momentum change for my lifestyle. Because right there, I was on the teeter. I was going right up the graph because I was gaining the size I wanted. I was getting the feedback from my coach that I wanted, and things were looking great for more competitions. I was actually 13 weeks out from my competition right there. I had 13 more weeks to compete. I was so excited because I was going to bring a really gnarly package to this one. And then that happened. So that's what really flipped my script. And I had to start from square one, technically.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah.
How long were you out? Like all together, I guess.
So I started creeping back into the gym probably about 4 months after it.
Damn.
So it was about a 2.5, 3 month real off. I just didn't do anything. I got not even training hard, man. I tried to lift legs, and I couldn't even lift my arm like this. Like, it's right here. That little movement was just treacherous for me. So I had to be in an arm sling for a good amount of time. I was in an arm sling, training clients, doing what I do. And my legs got really big, though.
Nice.
I started hitting legs really hard.
Nice.
2 to 3 times a week, but precise. And that kind of helped me out with my mental because I still needed to lift. I needed to be in the gym. I needed to do something than just sitting on my butt all day. And finally, I started getting the momentum back slowly. You know, this was coming in, more mobility here and there. I'm a hard-headed dude. I would literally push my mobility to see how much more I could get per day, hurting myself. And I'm like, dude, I was manifesting my healing just every day through my brain. I'm like, this needs to get better. You will get better. You will come back from this. But just like anybody else who's been at the top and got dropped to the bottom, you fall in that dark hole and mentally. And it's like the doubts start coming, the tears start coming, you know, and luckily, you know, I'm so grateful for all my Instagram followers and just my friends in general who gave me that everlasting support when it happened. You know, it was a huge outreach, a huge just support system that I have. And that's why I love Yuma so much, dude, because our community is such a tight-knit community.
Definitely, yeah.
And I love every single one of everybody who helped me out during that dark time.
That's dope. Yeah. No, yeah. When I saw the pictures, it looked pretty gnarly. It was pretty big. I mean, it was like a nasty bruise.
Dude, yeah, it just went straight to the arm, and it just looked like a black tattoo the whole way.
Yeah, definitely. What's the like like you didn't go under like surgery for that, right? It's just something you just like kind of baby it until it gets better.
And this was the thing that kind of ticked me off, because you can get surgery done for that to kind of just, they call it reconstruction.
Because you did say you have a little funky...
I have a gnarly dent in my chest now.
Yeah, you showed me. Yeah, that's crazy.
Not many people have seen it yet. And when they see it, they all freak out. It looks crazy. Cool. I think it's pretty cool. I actually wanted to get like a tattoo of something funny in there. You know what I mean?
Oh,
like,
you
like
should.
poke
yeah.
Here, you know what I mean?
Just put the date. Just put the date that it happened.
Pretty much, Vietnam. You know.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, it's. Where were we going with that?
I was talking about the healing process.
Oh, the healing process.
Yeah, because you said you can get surgery, but
yeah, the surgery. So when I saw the doc, I saw the orthopedic surgeon, and he took a look at it, and he's like, "You need to get an MRI immediately. We need to see what's inside of it and how it looks right now." Because he couldn't take me in even right away, because it was during the heat of COVID. Everybody they had the schedule, they couldn't see multiple people at once, and it was just a horrible time to go to the doctors. I think anybody who got injured during that time really hated it, because seeing somebody was so hard.
And this was during COVID.
That's what
like when it popped off, right?
Almost like during the midst of it, like when nobody can go outside and do anything.
Yeah.
So what happened is I saw the surgeon, and he says, "Dude, this thing's scarred over, man. It's been too long." Because they took forever to take me. The scheduling, the appointments were like 3 weeks apart, and I'm like, dude, I gotta see somebody for this.
Before it gets worse.
I'm in a sling by myself, not knowing what I'm dealing with. So, long story short, the tissue scarred over itself, and it's pretty much irrefixable.
That sucks.
Is that a word? Irrefixable?
Yeah. I feel like if you just put era in front of anything, irreplaceable, irrefixable.
Yeah, dude, that could be like a song.
Actually, I don't think it's a word.
That's not. No, let's just keep it like that.
We'll say it though.
Make me look cool in the
Dre's
podcast.
word of the day.
Yeah, irrefixable. Anyways, yeah, it was tough. So yeah, I couldn't see a surgeon, so it just had to heal on its own. So you know, if you think about it like the Tetris pieces, right? When they fall down, you have that little hole in there. That's pretty much where that's at. I have all the pieces together still right now, but I'm just missing that one piece.
So, do you plan on fixing that later in the future? Or is that just like your new like signature thing?
You can't fix it.
No, you can't fill it in with fat or anything, like skin graft.
Ain't no Botox or anything in here.
I don't
man.
fucking know.
Yeah, you can't do nothing like that cosmetically. It's done.
Do you think that's gonna affect your showmanship?
Talked to coach about it, and he said no. He said, you know, the poses I do don't require my chest to really flex like that, because I had to contract my chest to even see that part. So it's not obvious when I do my men's physique poses. When I'm hitting it, it's not flex. It's just kind of chilling there, and it's upright. So he says we have a good chance of not getting marked off on it. And even if I was, I would still actually compete.
Yeah, I think it'll be fine. I could have swore I saw a bodybuilder that has like no left arm.
Yeah.
You seen that?
No, I have not.
I want to say I don't know if he was prior service or anything. I don't know how he got it, but it looks gnarly. Like
he has no left arm.
It's like
nub.
It's like his shoulder, and then there's like it almost looks like his skin's just hanging.
Ooh.
It looks like a shredded T-shirt.
It's like a shirt, yeah.
Yeah, and he has a robotic arm.
Ooh, that's weird.
Like a metal arm. So I'm pretty sure it's like military. It probably happens in the military, but it looks crazy.
It's
so
like
I'm
a cyborg.
like, yeah, definitely, he looks like one. But when he poses without it.
Okay.
And so I think you can get away with a little.
Most definitely, man. Yeah, my passion is it runs way too deep in these roots, man. Because like I've done this, and this is what I built, and mentally I'm have everything I need to be successful in this industry.
And you said there was 4 months where you were out of the gym completely, right?
Yeah,
no leg day, nothing.
So I think I started leg day maybe 2.5 months in.
Oh,
because I just grew impatient.
So that month where you were just at home, you were just bumming it.
Yeah, I was kind of bumming it, man. And
did you still deal with your clients?
Oh, most definitely, man. I trained them with my sling on.
So you just focused on them for a little
bit? They were my main focus.
That's cool.
Yeah, myself, I knew I was going to be better. I was just in recovery mode. This is the road to recovery, I called it.
Yeah.
And I wasn't too worried about myself. The biggest thing was keeping the diet on point. Really? That's what saved me from looking weird or
It's just sticking to your diet?
I stuck to the diet. Coach said, we got this. We can still do this if we stick to your diet.
Okay.
Let the food do the healing. Let the protein do its thing. You know, and that's what we did. We just kept feeding myself. We kept doing the right things, and boom, here we are today. Probably way better shape than I was when I first came into that injury.
That's great.
Actually, I'm guaranteed I'm way in better shape than I was.
That's great that you say that too, because I had the question was, do you feel like you're stronger or less stronger after this accident?
I actually feel way better mentally. The mental was the biggest upgrade from this. I'm training way smarter, not harder. I was training harder than smarter at that point. And now I'm just doing everything with precision.
Yeah.
If you